I think a librarian's role, I think there's two key aspects. I think the first is to promote a love of reading for pleasure, and the second is to do with supporting the teaching and learning that happens at school, and that's very much involved with information literacy, teaching information literacy skills, and teaching or supporting the students in becoming independent learners. I think Oliver helps with both of those aspects, really, because in terms of promoting reading, the new interface is really fun, it's really visual, and it's really intuitive, so it's easy for enthusiastic readers to find what they want, and for less enthusiastic readers to maybe have suggestions coming at them from the sort of sidebars that are on the catalogue. More importantly, I think with the research aspects, everything's so linked now within Oliver that it's easy for them to, there are many different ways that they can search for information, apart from the ways that I might teach them to search for information, and they're all valid because they'll all probably yield some results, and it's an intuitive system for them to get to grips with. I like a lot about Oliver. I like the management module. It's very powerful. I'm a bit of a cataloging nerd, so I like that I can put a lot of really rich information. We import MARC records and then edit them. So there's a lot of really rich, detailed information in our catalog records. But from a student's point of view, I don't think any of that matters. I think the most important thing for them is that the search feature, which they would, that's the most important bit for them, and it works well. And it's on every page, and the basic search is usually pretty effective. And there's also plenty of options for having a more detailed search through the advanced search fields, and for drilling down, filtering the search results if you get too many in different ways, and that's something that we can teach them to do. The reading list tool is one of my favorite features, and I'm really glad that that's got more prominence in the new interface, because it's great for teachers see the point of this immediately. If they pass us their reading list and we turn it into a reading list in Oliver, it just makes things really easy for their students. They can see at a glance what's available, what isn't available, what they're being asked to read. And we use it for not only for courses that are taught at school, but also for recent award shortlists and prize winners, and for recommended fiction that we are reading for, suggesting for different year groups. And even my colleague recently used that feature to develop some shelf help reading lists, which are to promote mental health awareness, and so those are collections of books. She worked with our pastoral team, nurses, the counselors, to find good non-fiction as well as sometimes fiction resources that might cover different topics within mental health, and those are the sorts of things that students might be embarrassed to ask for directly, but if they know there's a reading list about it, they can look that up pretty easily and be directed to that. I also like the new the basket feature and the sharing features in Oliver V5, and that students could share resources with each other, or teachers could share resources with us or directly with students without us needing to make a reading list out of it. So if a teacher just spontaneously thinks they want to suggest a book for a lesson, they can now share to Oliver to suggest that book. And I'm sure a lot of us have experience where we'll see our school intranet or Google Classroom filled with links to books on Amazon, and it's really nice now to be able to say there's an alternative to that. You could link to the books actually in the school library collection. And finally, I really like the Search Other Sources feature, which we've renamed at our library Search Another Library. And you can use that to rerun student searches in other libraries. So it might be the local public library, it might be university libraries, and that's a really fantastic way to promote other libraries to students and really help their research, especially if they're doing extended research for an extended project or coursework in sixth form. Well, we've only just joined the portal, so we haven't used that yet, though I think it's really a fantastic idea to put everything together in one place. I like the idea of there being the training that's offered regularly, the webinars, on one portal, along with FAQs about support-related questions. We've always found Oliver support to be pretty responsive, and especially so since we decided to be hosted. And they've always been really receptive when I've called with a suggestion for improvement that they're happy to pass on to the developers.